Welcome back, everybody. I'm an average Joe. You can call me AJ for short, and this is my crypto channel, AJ's Crypto. Getting into this wonderfulness of the day. So I've got good news, which is why we're already posting this. This is going to be a part 2 to yesterday's video, which has now turned into a part 1. So as well as things have gone, if you remember in that video, we were talking about Ethereum pattern predictions. I came up with a price point to buy at. And even though we took a kind of crazy dip, literally after that video, like, it was crazy. I was kind of like, wow, this is gonna suck. I mean, I knew we were gonna get to the buy price at some point, but it was just it was kind of crazy. I kind of felt crappy. Like, holy crap! If anybody followed me, they're pissed. Anyway, so the nice part about it is, again, I'm doing this investment, so that's also why I'm doing a part 2 to show positivity out of this video from yesterday, with positivity and proof of today. So not even, but what, 12 hours, if that. I don't remember my exact timestamp of making the video yesterday, obviously outside of posting the video. So let's get right into it. We did yesterday a purchase price. We found that there was a debut of a price buy at $25.20. So we picked it up, then it shot all the way down like $100, 24 something, which is great that we didn't do a buy there. That would have been a little silly. But let's go to it. So we did our purchasing somewhere in this bracket. So that had to be when we did the video of sorts. Came out with the price, hit the price that we wanted, and then it did it did all this. Continued to go down. I mean, at one point, literally, it was over $100 under where I was bought in at. But then, as you see all of this doing pretty good throughout the day, even outside of this horrible dip right there, it spiked, and literally, even though it shows 26.19, at least on this graph, I did hit my sale. So it did hit the 26.20 for me, and sold my 5 coins back, in which I'm doing this not on Robinhood. I spoke in the video yesterday of doing this on Robinhood, because if you do it in Robinhood, you'll get no fees. Drawback is you have to have $25,000 circulating. I mean, you have to have a bit of large capital, especially since this investment's $12,500, roughly $13,000. If you followed my exact, anyway, 5 coins of Ethereum at the 25.20 price, left us, I think, on $13,000, a couple $100, $300 something dollars, which I went into Dogecoin. So I mean, if you see the tabs up on the top window there, I have them pulled out for Dogecoin, because I did with the last $300 say, forget it, let me throw into there, figure out a number, and just come up with something quick. Now that was in the down market when Ethereum was in the 2400s, so I didn't, that's not price discovery. I didn't find the floor. I just picked something because that's where we were at. I then picked a ceiling and just said, forget it, let's sell it there because it'll make some money. The fees on Dogecoin weren't very high. Again, we're only dealing with like $300 or so, so I think it was $1 to buy and $1 to sell, a little bit over then. Ethereum yesterday was over $60 to buy and over $60 to sell on Coinbase Pro. And today, I already put in for the limit sale, again at $25.20. Oh, sorry, limit buy at $25.20. It was only going to be like $45. So the gas price today is a little bit different, cheaper than yesterday. So whatever. But did the same thing. And now, of course, instead of having $300 to go into Dogecoin, I now have like $700 something dollars. So up $400 between the two of them selling today. At the same time, I did hit, obviously, it was a very good guess on Dogecoin. I just went off the fact that Dogecoin, I've been steady watching them for a while, and Dogecoin has been hitting 35 cents, 36 cents, very steadily throughout the last couple weeks, even with as bad as the dips and ups and the dips and the ups and peaks and valleys have been as it is. It's been pretty steady. There's definitely a floor there at like 30 cents, 29 cents, and it's very hard for Doge to get under that and stay under it. I think 28 was a couple weekends ago, Memorial Day weekend. It hit 28, sat there for a little bit, and then jumped. I mean, it didn't sit there very long. Even recently, I think in this dip, this week, it's done exactly that, where I think the lowest it got was maybe 30. might be wrong. It might have hit a 29 spot, but I'm pretty sure. I don't even think it hit that. Maybe it even only hit 31, if I'm not mistaken. Anyway, so that's where I bought yesterday, was like right at the head of 31 cents, and did a sale at 35. So nothing major. Had maybe 1,000 coins or something like that off that 300 something bucks, and was able to make $30. And again, with only $2 in fees for the buy and the sale, we came off 20 something dollars. So covered a half of one of the Ethereum fees. So something. I mean, you got to do something with your money. If you're not doing something with your money that's sitting on one of these wallets, somebody else is. Just remember that. That's the same thing with your bank accounts. If you have a large savings account because you're just like, no, I need to have the money. Yeah, somebody's doing something with that. Your bank's investing that money and making money off your money, loaning your money out and making interest off that money, etc., etc., etc. So you are doing nothing with your money while they're making money off your money. So you might as well be doing something with your money, and that's why I even said let's just do Dogecoin. I will probably make a video again, like I said, on Dogecoin itself, because it does seem to be something I follow a lot, because I have a big investment in that to go back and forth with. I also have the belief, in this market, it could have got all the way to $3. The drawback is now, I still believe that it could hit $1. Going 3x is all you're saying, and it's like, yeah, that seems to be logical still. I still believe Ethereum could hit 10,000. So I mean, you're talking that's a 4x from here. So again, even if Doge hits a 4x, you're still talking well over $1. So we're perfectly fine. I'm where I'm at, where I want to be with Doge. Even though I probably can make more money off of way more lower-ended coins. I digress. I'm into a bunch of lower-ended coins too. So we'll get there maybe one day. There's just only so much that I can put into a 10, 20, or 30. It seems to be about 20 to 30 minute video these days, even on a part 2 as I keep rambling. So outside of this, it did hit my number. I did want to point that out. So again, kudos to me, kudos to us. If you were following this at all yesterday, then we did really well all together. So made a couple $100 if you were able to have that investment. You made more than me. Honestly, if you're on Robinhood, again, you wouldn't hit the $120 something in fees that I hit on ETH alone. You would have been able to have $120 something more. So instead of bragging about making 400 something bucks, you would have easily made 500 something dollars. And of course, again, if you would have played into Doge, it would have been so super much, but I mean, you'd still be talking about like close to 550 bucks within a day. I mean, it supposedly hit this number going back to it. When did it hit? What time today? 1:30, 1:30 this afternoon. With a pickup of 6 o'clock. So, I mean, it wasn't even a full 24 hours. Definitely not 12 hours, but it wasn't a full 24 hours. And here we already hit one spot. Now, that would on Robinhood count as a day trade. So, if you don't have $25,000 on there, which I will have that update for you all too. So, one of the things I did too is I put one of these investments on my wife's crypto account, Robinhood account, sorry. Crypto side of whatever. So, I put it on the Robinhood account to simulate what we could possibly do. She doesn't have a working capital in there of $25,000. Therefore, I want to see how this would correlate. Since I'm telling y'all to put money into these cryptos and using Robinhood keeps it feeless, I want to see if you can stay away from becoming a day trader and having to have that extra $25,000 sitting in that account for no reason. So I do believe it's a circulating supply. So if you had 12,000 or 13,000 invested into, say, Ethereum and Doge like on this, or double that amount, because obviously we're talking about $26,000 or so. If you had that $26,000 circulating at all times, would that be the amount that they want circulating in your account, even though you've spent it? I don't know if it means it has to be $25,000 sitting there doing nothing in buying power. Not 100% on that one. So not in that position, never have done this consistently enough to put them to the test and see what part of that they really mean. So just wanted to give the update. Again, if you followed, you did your own research and you jumped into this yesterday at some point. Hell, I mean, all day yesterday was a really good point to jump in, because at the point at which I found a buy point at 25 or 25.20, it was literally under that all night long. And we're seeing this up. It hit a little bit at like 2:30. But then drop. I mean, look at this, all the way. It didn't finally come up till about 7 o'clock in the morning, and then I would say, did it hit? No, yep, it hit another little dip right there into the 25-20 range at 9:30. So you had plenty of times to be buying, especially in this big dip. 11 o'clock, 10 right at the end, 11 o'clock. So I mean, there was plenty of time to buy into this. So if in the last 12 hours easy, over 12 hours. You followed this, you did your own research, you thought this was a good idea, you invested, then awesome. You've already made money off of this in the first day that I got you to play into it. Keep following along. I'm going to keep doing more parts of this as buys go through, as sales go through. I might not do another one when there's a buy. Let me rephrase that. I probably won't do another one when there's a buy, but I'll definitely do another one when there's a sale. So that way then if it's another 2 days from now, expect another video in 2 days where, of course, I'll show that I did a buy, and then, of course, I'll be able to show that I did a sale that day, and that in the week we're already then at that rate 2 or wherever we'll be at with that. Also stay tuned for a Dogecoin video similar to the Ethereum pattern prediction one from yesterday. Like I said, look forward to the Dogecoin one, so that way then if you don't have $13,000 to play with, hopefully we'll be able to play with a lot less and still be able to make a couple, maybe 100 or so a day, a couple $100 a week. Maybe not hit $1,000 a week, but you know, a couple $100 extra a week might be really beneficial, especially if the investment's only maybe $2,000 or something like that. So stay tuned. Please do make sure to hit the like and subscribe buttons. Make sure to hit that little bell icon so that way then you know when my videos come at you. And yeah, thank you for watching and have a great day, everybody.